EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Black Knights of... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Black Knights of San Antonio.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They begin the drive with Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
2nd and 10. Now Wilson wants a different look.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. The pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Pardon me, often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Touchdown! Marvin Mims from 3 yards out.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25. And now an audible here into something else.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going up. Deeper route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
2nd and 9.
Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 6. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
This is 2nd and 8. And now they'll shift things around. Here's 2nd and 8.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. That's caught left side. Myers with it. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point.
It got his man complete. And a huge play that time. 41 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this to Devontae, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third. Fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Black Knights are back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Now Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line, so that'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jacobs going to try the middle, shrugs him off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, pushing through the contact. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now they'll change things up.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Down by Pat Surtain. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
An audible here to get a new look.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Michael Mayer, 33 yards. And the Black Knights have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
This is Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds. Stop the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Second down, Jacobs once more. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's completed right side to Palmer. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Kick is indeed good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's 2 picks they save you on, dude.
If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life.
That's 2 picks they save you on. They always save you.
Focused on the man and the coverage. Sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Wilson to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance.
He probably gave me one, huh?
That's definitely
Even
the
that should
first
have been
instinct,
not, though. Whatever.
because you say, okay, let's just play some field position. Make
I
sure
was
we
gonna
don't
say
lose
dead.
the
I
game
did that for
here,
who?
turn
Me or
it
you?
over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Ain't flaws fuck for that.
Fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They try the left side here with Williams.
Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So the next score wins here in the playoffs, and we will go as long as need be as they work here on second down.
Again, it's Williams.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He can't get him down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and a yard.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second down and 8.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship.
They always find a way to save you.
The Broncos going to continue on as we say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.